Here's the project as it currently is. It's 1964 Carver. It's either a commander or a captain model. It does have the Mercruiser outboard. It's got a bunch of stuff in it now. There was a trim piece here. It looked like it was done afterwards, but you can kind of see some of the transom damage we got going on here. Super cool steering wheel. That's all factory original. Front windscreen is all in pretty good shape. Need some new gasket stuff here. There is some hull damage that we're gonna probably have to scarf in some stuff. There's the keel, kind of this forward stem is ripped out, but I think the stem behind it's good. So we just need a new kind of cover piece there. A lot of this trim is just tired and blown out. It just needs to be filled, and you see these screw holes. Needs to be sanded back, bungs cleaned up and flushed out. Some of these deck seams, some of this stuff is a little bit blown out, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that other than trying to fill it, which won't be the prettiest thing, but there's a little quick little sand and varnish on the, there's a single coat of varnish on this, but this decking should clean up real nice. I do think I'm going to start with the transom though and getting this outdrive off. Probably take this whole transom apart and figure out what's going on with it. Because I'm not sure if all the internal knees and bracing are still good. There's definitely, I mean, I don't know if this is just a bad seam, if it is watertight, or if this all needs to be kind of redone. The planking on this side seems good. There's a little bit of rot on this other side. You're just kind of poking this with a screwdriver. You can see it's a little bit soft in here, but for the most part, the below the water line is actually pretty good. So this water line, the paint seems to have held up pretty decent over time. Rub rails, everything needs to be just cleaned up and gone through. There's a little bit of rot on the, I'm not entirely sure what this piece is called, on the underside here. There's definitely some rot where some fresh water's been sitting, especially at this seam here. You can see we're missing a chunk, so there will be some fresh wood that has to go back in this thing, but hopefully it's not too bad. The hull looks pretty nice. There is the engine, so you can see this thing is nice and clean. I haven't done a compression check on it. I don't know. I might before I pull it out, but it was running on some old varnish, and we kind of fired it up right before I towed it back from Minnesota, and she took a little bit, but it barked off and idled. So I think the engine's pretty strong. I don't think that's going to be a big focus of this rebuild, but you know, this is all just, there was wood in there at some point. This is all plywood covered and wrapped in vinyl too, so I might try to dress this up a little bit nicer. Maybe, you know, put a new, replace the sole here in some places. But the interior planking, I mean, it all looks pretty good. I think it just needs to be, you know, light sand on it, and then some kind of maintenance varnish work on it. The fuel tank did not survive the trip back. We started leaking fuel, so it's got a rusty bottom. I still have it, but bottom's pretty well corroded out. So it started leaking fuel out of here, so can replace that probably with a plastic tank. Might try to squeeze another tank over on that side. Right now that's where the battery is, but see if I can't sneak a reserve tank over on that side. Yeah, I mean, the trailer's in great shape, got brand new tires now. The boat looks great. I mean, it's a 19 foot, give or take. Should do real nice. Got a little cart made for the outdrive. See how it holds up. I don't know exactly how heavy this is, but I think it'll be pretty good here. Next step, taking this out, pulling the rams off, and unbolting the outside of it. I'm not sure how bad that is. It seems like there's a little bit of water on the bellows. So I might end up replacing that. That's gonna be it for today. Got the outdrive off, start stripping everything off the transom here. Have to get the blower in order, and a few other things disconnected back here. Start taking this apart and then start disconnecting the engine. Going to have to build a big gantry, probably out of like 2x6 or some 4x4s or something, and use a chain hoist to lift that thing out. Stay tuned.